this thing is all about, you know, the celebration of windsurfing.
I entered Defi because my sponsors forced me to. No, actually, I entered Defi because it's the biggest windsurfing event in the world. It's like a festival, and it's also a challenge for me. I'm not much of a long distance sailor. I'm not like a physical specimen of any kind. I worked really hard to even get to like a decent physical level. So for me, it's a huge challenge, and I'm definitely out of my comfort zone here. And I think life is, you know, you remember those moments when you're out of your comfort zone, and I'm definitely gonna remember this event for sure. Yeah, so for long distance events, definitely foil has a bigger edge than in slalom, than in downwind slalom, due to the, you know, the fact that the wind changes, it's shifty, you need to point sometimes, you need to get off the start with 1,500 people, and the physical aspect that I mentioned, you know, that it's just way easier on the body. It's harder on the mind because you need to stay focused probably a bit more on the foil, but it's easier on the body. But Nico Goyard, he skews that picture a little bit, because when we had races in 35 knots plus, then, you know, I try to go out on my foil, and I see Antoine Albo, I see Matteo Iachino, I see all these guys trying to go out on the foil, but then we see we're not in control and we're not going that fast, you know. So the fact that Nico can go in 35 knots with a 3.7 sail and a 350 front wing, it shows probably the progression of the sport, where it's going, but he's the only one able to do it for now, you know. Maybe next year it's gonna change, whatever. But so that, yeah, it skews the picture a little bit, you know. I think a lot of people, they think windsurfing on a foil and windsurfing on a fin are two different sports, and I'm no one to tell them that they're not right, you know. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But windsurfing is a small sport, and it's already very fragmented, you know. We have the foil specialists, we even have Defi Wind specialists, we have fin specialists, we have course racing specialists, we have course racing on a fin specialist, all these things, you know, that I think from a big picture standpoint, from the outside looking in, and from a standpoint of growing the sport, we should be as unified as possible. Meaning, if a friend of yours who's a football fan can answer a question, you ask him, so who's the best footballer in the world? And he'll tell you Messi or Ronaldo or Mbappe or Lewandowski, whatever, you know. And if that friend asks you who's the best windsurfer in the world, and you tell him, yeah, you know, in waves, in onshore waves, it's Philip Koster. In down the line waves, it's Marsilio Brown. In port tack, it's Victor Fernandez. In starboard tack, it's Robbie freaking Nash. In foiling, it's Nico Goyard. In fin, it's Antoine. You lost that guy already, you know. So I think from a big picture standpoint, we have to unify the sport as much as possible, and that means it's racing. There's the race course. You choose what gear you're gonna go on, and whatever floats your boat, whatever you think you're faster on, maybe in 5 years' time, there'll be a 150 kilo, 2 meter tall guy that's gonna be faster than everybody with the fin, you know? And he's gonna come here and destroy the event with a fin. Who knows? Maybe, you know, as long as it's wind-powered windsurfing, I don't really see a difference. And if I'm, you know, a moderately not very talented person and I learn to foil, you know, I don't necessarily see why. I see why there's the pushback. People, you know, don't like change, and people been windsurfing a certain way for 30 years, and I get it. But at the same time, from selling the sport standpoint, hey, it's a race. It's 40 kilometers. Who's gonna win? And the equipment is secondary. So let's unify the sport as much as we can. Long answer to a short question. Sorry. So what I'm gonna do for the future, regardless of what is here, is I'm gonna try to be the fastest windsurfer around the slalom course. If World Cup is still slalom, if it becomes long distance, we're gonna train long distance. If it becomes, you know, obstacles and beach starts, we're gonna train obstacles and beach starts. My goal has never changed. It's always been, you know, to win a PWA World Tour World Championship, to win the tour, and I'm gonna focus on that. And you know, at the moment, there's still a place for fin sailing in that. If in 2 years that's gonna be gone, then so be it. You know, I have to live with it. It's my job to be the best I can be, and you know, when I'm 50, then I'll decide what I like more and what I do for fun. You know, right now it's whatever goes fastest. I'll try to be on it.
Big respect to everybody that even finished this race, because it's really hard on the body.
Last but not least, I'm super stoked what's going on here. Windsurfing is so alive.